I was devastated. You don't expect to walk in and see everything that you've been with for 10 years just torn apart. Paint hanging off the walls, your cabinets busted from soaking up water. It was an amalgam of all these different emotions, and I had no idea how to deal with it. There's some folks who do really well in big cities and some folks who do well in small towns, and I think I'm the latter. I was a partner in this practice with a fellow who was also born and raised here, and when he wanted to move on, I purchased the practice outright. I like the fact that I know everyone and that they know me. They saw me grow up, and so now they know that I've returned, hopefully to do something good in the place where I grew up. Up until Hurricane Harvey, the hurricane season had been relatively uneventful. Living where we do, folks in the area prepare for hurricane season. But as the hurricane came and just began to dump water on our community, we realized that this was not like anything that we had ever seen. We've never had flooding like this. There are areas of our county and our community that have never flooded, 100 years, never even considered flooding, but they got 6 feet of water. Knowing as many people around the community and being such a close-knit family, people were posting pictures that they saw, photographs that they had taken of practices, businesses, other homes, just so that people could, kind of stay in touch. And one of my hygienists sent me a photo that she had kind of found on Facebook from the interstate north of our building, and it showed the highway upon which we sit, and it looked like a river. It looked like a river. So at that point, I realized my office was in jeopardy. There was going to be some real repercussions to this that I was going to have to deal with. There was about $200,000 worth of equipment damage and supplies, and then probably about $250,000 to the building itself. We had flood insurance, and it didn't max it out, which is good, but we came awful close on the contents. All 7 dental chairs were ruined. The compressor, the panoramic x-ray, the vacuum, and that's just the large equipment. Water had gotten into the cabinetry. That's when it really dawned on me that this was more than just a little patch job. This was going to take months and a lot of combined effort. One of the first calls I made was to my Schein rep, and the conversations began, and there were many, many of them. We started off talking about putting things back together. Where do we begin? What do we need to order right away? And this is a healthcare facility. We can't just slap something together. It's got to be suitable for our patients and so that we can conduct the type of dentistry that we need to practice. Having someone who can say, well, you need to consider this plumbing because of the nitrous. You need to consider the electrical needs for this equipment. Do we have the structural components in this wall to hang an x-ray unit? These are things that I hadn't thought of before. When I purchased the practice, everything was in place. So this was a completely new experience to me. So their expertise was invaluable in letting me know what the steps were, what was going to be the most ideal approach to building this practice back to what it needed to be. I rely on Henry Schein because they are more to me than a supplier or equipment sales. They're an extension of my office. Hurricane Harvey was a truly devastating event in my life and the life of my community. Henry Schein helped me put my business back together, helped me get my life back together, because this is what I do. This is what I love to do. I can serve my family, I can serve my patients, and Henry Schein helped me get there.